Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless praying. 'Cause some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I'm used to waiting. Are you? Would you be waiting there too? I'm used to staying. Would you? Would you be waiting? Find you. I'm used to waiting. Are you? Would you be waiting there too? I'm used to staying. Would you? Would you be waiting? Dopamine when you send pictures. When you send pictures. Can't be waiting. Dopamine when you send pictures. When you send pictures.
See the fire in your cold eyes, breaking free from the long night. Hold me close till the sunrise. Everything is gonna be alright. See the flame in your cold eyes, breaking free from the long night. Hold me close till the sunrise. Everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. See the fire in your cold eyes, breaking free from the long night. Hold me close till the sunrise. Everything is gonna be alright. See the flame in your cold eyes, breaking free from the long night. Hold me close till the sunrise. Everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright.
One of us seems to circle the other, and as you go, you remain a stranger to me, to you. But our pieces left uncovered. I'm thinking about four-leaf clover. cause I've got composure. Silver coin, you hold me, turn me over. I never expect to forget about it. Watch as the breeze burns golden smoke that you've stolen. Feels like it's my fortune that you've folded. I'm swimming with the sharks. I'm swimming with the sharks. The feeling behind my eyes. You stood out 'cause you were in rays. Against my intentions, I let you turn me violent instead. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you. At the festival that we met at, where you were just a face in a crowd. And now I can't imagine me with anybody else. As we close out the night underneath the lilac sky. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you. As long as it's with you.
Without you, I remember myself, my name. Forgot about all you tried to change. Familiar was the sound of your voice as I continue to walk on by. It has been a year and now I'm living on the line. It has been a year and now I'm thinking what's mine, that I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you.
What is up, fam? Man, you can see what we got back there. I don't know if it's my camera or it's like it looks super like fidgety right now. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna figure this out. All right, I think it was literally the neon sign. So as you can see, I have a neon sign back there that was making the all the lights go super crazy and stuff. I will see if my by me dimming the brightness, if it will not do the lines on the screen, because I think that's what's happening. Yeah, let me dim it a little bit. If that's better. Nope. 10%. Nope. Um, Dang, that's actually really disappointing. What if I do 100%? All right, I solved it. Maybe do it. Try the different percent. That was 100%. This is 90%. Yeah, it's not liking that. Go back to 100%. All right. Just gonna have to keep it at 100% from now on. But and now it's making me super dark just because it's so bright back there. Let me adjust my brightness up here. Man, I might have to get an extra light to face me, or else I'm gonna be super dark and like super orange. Don't mind my bed, it's kind of messy right now. Pretty crazy week this week. I apologize for not going live on yet or not yesterday, but on Tuesday, just because it's been crazy. I found out my new role for my job. We switch rotations, so I know what my new role is. I'm training for that role, and I'm also like training someone else to potentially fill my role as well. And the lighting honestly is terrible right now with the sign, but the sign's freaking sick. I love it. Hope you all love it as well. Stay pumped. That's the slogan. But I need to figure out just probably myself just getting more lighting up here up front so it balances out with the sign in the back. But it's good to see y'all. I did start the live a little bit early. I have a our potentially our last basketball game. If we win tonight, then we will advance to the playoffs and we'll play against the best team and honestly probably lose. But if we win tonight, we advance. And if we lose, we're done. Season's over. So let's go. It's win or go home. Couldn't have it any other way. So that's later tonight in a couple hours, 8:50. It's super late. So I'm gonna be wired. I was wired last night for some reason. Well, I know why, because I took like a 2 hour nap after work. Anyway, my sleep schedule's all screwed up. Didn't go to bed till like 3 or 4 last night, just because I couldn't sleep. And then I woke up, and today I actually did get a lot of stuff done. So I hung that up. I hung another one of my pictures up, and I got a lot of work stuff done, and I'm doing some side stuff too, creating some models for March Madness and basketball, and that's honestly kind of what I'm going to hit on the topic of tonight. So it's kind of it for announcements wise. Tonight's going to be a little bit quicker live. Just kind of a thought I had, not necessarily an really planned out and like 10 points or so I want to hit. It's nothing like that. It's just a thought I've had for a while, honestly. And kind of, I would say, a slogan I somewhat live by. But that slogan is the title of this live. And the title is, if you're not making money, you're probably spending money. And honestly, it's true. If you think about, especially with me being graduated, me working full time, I'm either working, and when I'm not working, I'm either like doing stuff with friends or going out or on vacation or something like that. And it's true, when you're not actively working, making money, you're most likely spending money. So you want to maximize the amount of things you are doing to bring money in. And once you build those skills, once you build these systems where maybe you don't have to do as much work, then you'll continually be making money without actually quote unquote working physically, putting in the man hours for it. that way, whenever you're spending money, it's like offsetting, and or even better, you're making more money passively than you are spending the money. So, and the reason why I've kind of come up with this, just because anecdotally, my own life, and I think for most people's lives, when you're in school, when you're living at home with your parents, when you're still in high school, the thought of expenses and like spending money for experiences and spending money just to do fun stuff, it's not really a reality, I'd say. Just because think about it, when you're in school, you're a kid, you're probably just playing video games as a guy, you're playing sports. You're not like, you maybe go out to a movie or to the mall or whatever, but you're not really there to spend money. You're not really eating out at maybe a little bit, but it's not nothing that crazy. The older you get, lifestyle creep. You want to go on more trips. You want to do more vacations because you spend most of your time working. So the time that you're not working, you wanna kind of enjoy yourself, enjoy life, enjoy your friends, enjoy your significant others, enjoy your family. And the older you get, the hobbies that you typically accumulate ends up costing money. So, for example, some people really enjoy music or going to concerts, especially here in Austin. Then that costs money. I'm going to go to a concert on tomorrow on Friday, and cost me like $80 to go. It's going to be a sick EDM dubstep concert, but it's just like that's the price of admission to do stuff. Obviously, you can go see free stuff and you can do lower cost stuff, but everyone's feeling it in the United States. Like things are getting more and more expensive. Just even going to the grocery store and getting groceries for the week, it's like $100, $200, depending on what you're getting. So the prices of everything are just going up. And typically the hobbies that, like I said, you take on. So for myself, golf is very fun and it costs money, not only for the clubs, but for the equipment and just getting on the green and getting a golf cart and stuff like that. It costs money. Every time I go golfing, depending on which course I go to, it costs anywhere from 50 to $80. And that's just for the green fees, not including maybe I have to get some balls or recently I got some irons like 6 months ago and those were like $400. So it adds up. Maybe you get some shoes or you get a new hat or a new polo or whatever. So definitely golf is probably on one of the more expensive hobbies for sure. But even a hobby such as, I'm trying to think, yeah, going to concerts or snowboarding, skiing, those are pretty expensive hobbies as well. There's other hobbies that even just being a foodie and eating out, trying new places, even cooking per se, can get pricey, can get expensive. And typically the fun stuff in life costs money. And especially if you're a guy in the dating market, going out on dates costs money. Like this the stuff you get away in college you can't really as much get away with when you're graduated, when you're older. Obviously, first dates, sure, you don't have to have an expensive first date. It could be go get go to like a cafe or something, or go get Starbucks, or do something like that, really low budget. But you can't do a lot of the ice cream stuff the older you get, or the you can do dinner dates, but typically the older you get, the more money you can spend. Then typically the nicer. Obviously, it doesn't have to be the nicest, but you're probably not going to take a day out to like Applebee's or something like that. Um, so it's like things get expensive. You go out to a hockey game. It's going to cost money. You go out to see an MLS game, or you go out to see a basketball game, or you go out to see a rodeo. It's like a lot of these dates are anywhere from 30 to 70, $80 per person. So you want to have fun with some women, then it's going to typically cost you. And not only for the admission, so maybe you have to drive somewhere, or a car, or you have to pay for parking. You maybe grab a snack to eat beforehand. Like, cost money. You spend money doing fun stuff. And it's actually funny. I wish I could remember this exactly. It's Adam Sosnick. He I don't know if he necessarily came up with it, but this whole notion's like, oh, fun stuff costs money. So and then guys want to be with women. So he starts off with this: girls just want to have fun. I wish I had a whiteboard here so I could write it, because he typically writes it. Girls just want to have fun. And what do guys want? Guys want girls. Or no. Yeah. This first starts off with, what do guys want? Guys want girls. What do girls want? Girls just want to have fun. And then what does fun equals like cost money. And I can't remember exactly what it said, but in that nature, it's just like this huge cyclical cycle where it's just like, in order to get the girls, because they want to have fun and the fun costs money, the guy has to make money. And it's just a cyclical cycle. And it's never ending. At the end of the day, you want to do fun stuff. You want to have a fun life. Your life is going to cost money. Obviously, there are lots of stuff that you can mitigate a big costs, and you can be smart about stuff. I actually listened to a podcast last night as I was rolling around sleeplessly in my bed, and they talked about travel hacks, how you can maximize the points that you make or that you earn from the credit cards that you have. And they honestly talked a lot about like hidden secrets where I'd never heard about. So for example, instead of using the Chase travel portal to redeem your points, transfer that into a loyalty program for into one of their partners. So for example, they don't partner necessarily with American Airlines, but you can transfer those loyalty points to British Airways, and British Airways is in an alliance with American Airlines, and you can book an American Airlines flight through the British Airways portal. And you can use your loyalty points that you transferred over from your Chase rewards points, and you can just get more value because the way they price their tickets. And I thought that was really interesting. I never heard about that before, and I'll definitely try to look into it and take advantage of that. But just certain stuff like that, you can definitely, there's hacks you can do to maximize it. But at the end of the day, like I said, if you want to do fun stuff, you want to go on fun trips, you want to do fun activities, it's going to cost money. And typically, when do you want to do that stuff? It's when you're not working. And people, when they're not working, they want to do that fun stuff. So what I would recommend is honestly find some hobbies that not only you enjoy that costs money, because most hobbies end up costing money, but maybe get some hobbies or some side hustles or something like that actually make you money. Learn some skills. So a couple things that I have picked up are, obviously I'm interested in finance and the markets. So I study a lot of stocks. I study a lot of different companies. And recently I've kind of gotten into like reading charts and stuff to determine when possible breakouts could happen. Obviously, and I understand that I'm not dealing with my entire portfolio. Much of my portfolio is actually really passive, but this is something I can learn on the side. And if I can make some money off of it as well, then why not? So that, as well as crypto and DeFi, there's lots of opportunities, especially right now. It's the beginning of the bull run. So look into DeFi and crypto 100%. Spend some time, learn about it. And the more you learn about stuff, the more you see opportunities in the market, which the average person doesn't. So just think about the average person. And if typically anyone who's kind of listening to this stuff, listening to my advice, I don't know if I would necessarily call it advice, more like just my inner thoughts, and you can decide whether it's useful or not. You typically aren't the average person if you're listening to that kind of stuff, or you listen to a lot of self-help stuff and finance and how to build a business and how to do your own thing. There are opportunities all around you, and the more you can learn about certain things, the more the opportunities seem very apparent. And it's just a matter of execution. You see the opportunity, you might need some money, and you might need some capital to start off with. And if you do, you have a little bit of extra cash to spare, might as well try it out. Worst case scenario, and keep in mind, this is not financial advice. There are risks with every investment or whatever you journey or hobby that makes money that you embark on. It could involve risk. You could lose it. Just invest whatever you're willing to lose. And honestly, the younger you are, the more you're able, the more risk you can take on. Doesn't mean you should bet everything on one idea. Diversify your options a little bit, but take a little risk. That's what being young's for. Think about just like the worst thing that could happen is that goes to zero. And to be fair, we all spend money on stupid stuff. Like the other day, I spent money on. I wouldn't say this is stupid stuff, but we went out to dinner or whatever. I paid for a couple of people, and it was a lot of money. I spent like $140 in one night, and I was like, oh, okay. But it was good. It made me feel good, and it's fun. But I wouldn't say that was a stupid thing. But there are other stuff. We all spend money on stupid stuff. We get this and get that, and like, all right, like I don't really use this type of a thing. Now it happens. So just think about the investments. It's like has potential upside. I could potentially make money from this if I learn this skill or buy this course or whatever, and that can increase your ability to earn income. And I think definitely nowadays, especially with prices of everything going up and the amount that you need to retire, like it's gonna come to the point, and already is coming to the point where people are realizing that just working a normal job, obviously if you pick the right industries, then you'll be okay. But for the average person making like 40 50 grand a year, like you're not going to make enough to retire, quote unquote retire. And to live off that, you're going to have to subsidize it or have someone take care, live with your kids or something like that, live with a sister or brother, your family. You're not going to be able to live the lifestyle that say our grandparents lived. And you can even see a lot of the older people generation that they can't afford a lot of stuff now just because their pension or their retirement money like isn't enough to cover their lifestyle. It is all dependent on your lifestyle at the end of the day as well. So I mentioned a couple of things that I've talked about, and I've invested in some courses. I've invested in some education platforms as well. They're actually, I think the link isn't working. There's no affiliate link, and I don't know if you can necessarily join right now. I'm not sure if it's open or not, but I've joined the real world and kind of learning money making skills, and it's honestly really great. Right now, I haven't necessarily seen the entire like investment that I've put into it because it's a monthly subscription realized yet, but I have definitely made money for sure. And this comes with stocks. This comes from crypto. This comes from other avenues as well. It's like social media and client acquisition campuses, but learn skills. And eventually, and all people aren't necessarily wired the same way I'm wired. Like I enjoy spending time building these skills, and it's a game to me. And I have a live about like gamifying life. But the more you can gamify, especially guys are like most guys are very intrigued and have fun playing video games. And we spend hours and hours essentially kind of wasting our lives on these video games to level up our characters and to get exclusive items that only a set amount of time and effort put into the game, you're able to attain that. Real life is just the same exact way. You kind of level up, you build your skills, and the more you can gamify it, the more that's fun. Obviously, there's going to be stuff that necessarily isn't as fun, but you reap the benefit. Overall, you gain experience, you become a better person, and it's a potential to, at the end of the day, for everything, you're typically kind of crazy. You're crazy until it works. When it works, everyone thinks you're a genius. And all you need is one or two ideas to actually work. You scale those and you are set. So that's why I'm doing, that's why I'm experimenting. I do live by that. The saying is, if you're not making money, you're spending money. So try to maximize the amount of opportunities, the amount of time you spend making money, especially in your 20s, just because life goes by super fast, especially for people. There's people that are my age that have families, that have kids and stuff. It goes by super fast. You're gonna have to allocate time to your kids because they're your priority from now on. But in this age, in this situation that I'm in currently right now, I don't have a wife. I don't have kids I have to take care of. Basically in charge of myself, and then a couple friends here and there I help out, or some family members. But I'm essentially just responsible for myself. So I'm going to take full advantage of that, maximize my earning potential, and not only current earning potential, but future earning potential, and put those skills to use. That way, whenever I am spending money, just because everyone should spend money, everyone should have a good time, everyone should enjoy their life, especially when you're young. but I put in the time, earning the money, building those skills. That way, when I'm not working, I'm still making money. That's the key. And Warren Buffett says this. All those who are super successful, super wealthy, they say this. You're not making money until you're making money while you're sleeping. Then you just want to, not have to work and still be making money. But you're going to have to put in the work at the beginning in order to do that. There's no such thing as passive income that doesn't first start with active income. Remember that. I'm still on my journey. I'm not there yet, but just tracking my progress along the way, sharing my input, and seeing where it's going to take me. Because 10 years from now, I guarantee you, I'm not going to be in the same position I am right now. All right, I'll leave you at that. It's just kind of a thought I had, a slogan I live by, and what I've been doing to live by that slogan, sharing it with y'all. Take it however you want. At the end of the day, just improve your life, get better. If you implement that, try to do that every single day, 1% better every single day, you're going to increase, you're going to improve so much in a matter of months, weeks, years. And you'll look back on your life and you'll be like, wow, that's crazy. So I'll leave y'all with that. You know what it is. I always try to help you guys get stronger, smarter, healthier, wealthier. So go ahead, follow for more lives, follow for more tips. Stay pumped. I will eventually figure out this lighting situation. Honestly, this whole live has just been bugging me just because I look just super dark and orange, and I need more lighting, I think, up front. I'll figure that out hopefully by the next live, by next week. Until then, cue the outro. Catch y'all later. Hopefully we get this done tonight.